Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars at LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Florida Gators, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the BYU Cougars. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Back to pass on second down. Going deep. Catch inside the 25. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking for room, it's Gentry. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Gators are on the move. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Big fella moving. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Quarterback keeps it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gators!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score sure took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Back to throw, it's Humphries. Makes the grab over the middle. Brings him to the open. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Moving away from pressure. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Motion from the wide receiver. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
On fourth down, going to the air. Under fire. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Florida! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking for room, it's Miles. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for 6. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop. We got to stop the bleeding and get the ball back to our offense.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. And some room to work. Hard running there.
Return is tackled down at the 30. And your BYU Cougars will take over 1st and 10.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. The give to the single back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Scanning the field, it's Humphries. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Got room to work. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
This quarterback part of their running game. There it headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gator!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Humphries. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 24. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Florida! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On the run, it's Miles. At the 35, he's open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. He might want another play. Looking for a man, it's Humphries. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Man, did you see the D tackle just slice through the offensive line? That's how you get penetration. That's how you dial up the tackle for the pass.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Buying some time. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Well, they haven't been able to get it done on 4th down so far today. They've missed on their first 2 attempts. Is the 3rd time the charm. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the middle. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And it's loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Humphries. Got his man quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. BYU right back to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. He's moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
I think we need to see more creativity in the route running. We need some slants. We need some out-breaking routes. You're expecting man coverage down this area of the field, so you got to do something to create separation.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cougar! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They'll line up to go for 2.
And it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced. Use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. How about that return? He may not get credit for a touchdown, but if they can pay it off, that score's set up by the return man. A first down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
If you're going to try a push pass here on first down by the goal line, you've really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield. They make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
Hauls it in. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and the defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Arizona State is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jake Plummer, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Buffalo. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, give on the inside. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games.
He tries to take the top off. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. The quick out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all, just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Using his legs, it's Miles. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. BYU lines up quickly. They'll run play action. Extending the play. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Humphries. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the grab on the right. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU!
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the tight end. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Now the play fake. Rush is on him. Going right and going deep. He's got it inside the 30.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Third down play from the gun. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw. It's Humphreys. Oh, they're after him. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will kick it away to start the second half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Wants to fire on second down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
The Cougars want to pick up the tempo. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously.
Going for it all. And here's the third interception of the night. Bringing it back. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, This is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He's going to let it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him, and the defense finally came up with a play.
Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Gators are moving quickly down the field.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the 1st.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. He'll try to do it himself. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the 1st down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Fires on the move. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arizona State is just getting blown off the field right now. We've seen big games in Tempe over the years. I've personally never seen anything like this. They're trailing by 14 to Buffalo. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Humphries. Still looking, on the move. Release to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Miles. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's going to fire deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cougars. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. The play-action fake. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Two-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. It ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. On the move, it's Gentry. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll go with a direct snap. Can't get him to the ground. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After the run, now to throw. With the catch, it's Jones. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Third From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Gentry. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Nice execution by this defense. One of the strengths of this offense is third down. They're really good at it. They were ready. Nice job getting the guy on the ground, forcing the fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. Feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. BYU right back to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Humphreys. He lets it fly. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Grab behind the line. It's Jones. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
On the ground, it's Gentry. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to the ground with the running back. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Give to the single back. A timely pickup to get the first down there, and it took a little something out of the crowd, too. This time of year, when you're the higher-ranked team, you're getting everybody's best shot. And, guys, they answer the bell.
There are head coaches in this sport that say nameless, faceless opponents. You got to be able to show up. You got to be able to bring your best game to the park, regardless of who you're playing. A lot of eyes on this one, David, because of the rankings. But, man, they were easily the better team today.
Well, and I get that nameless, faceless, but when you play a ranked team, it gets your blood going a little bit. And you could tell they were ready to make a statement. Played a good squad. They made them look like they weren't a good squad, proving why they're ranked so high.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Breaks the tackle. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
Well, a lot of bad things happening on that play if you're on offense, because one, you lost yards, but two, you ran out of bounds. You've got the lead. You want to bleed this clock. It's one thing to lose yards, but stay in bounds. Just go down.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Gators will call on their punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Humphries. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They'll try to get the first through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Just over 20 seconds to play, and they must recover this onside kick to have a chance. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.